Puri from Mumbai, India. I'm the G100 Mumbai City Chair. I'm an Edupreneur, and also already Reverend Jocelyn has so beautifully described my journey as an Edupreneur in my bio. And so I'm an Edupreneur, and I'm so proud to say that I deal with all young minds of 3 years to 12 years. We call it as a formative years, because I feel this is the age when we can mold them into better individuals, and we can give them all the knowledge to retain for a lifetime. Because this is the time when whatever information we are giving to them, that is stored in their brain cells and retained forever. So that is the best age when we can give all the knowledge, not just about math, but any subject, whether you take language or whether you take science or anything. That's the age when they can really catch up and keep it. So that's why I find it so, I feel I'm blessed. I'm working with such age group and giving them the knowledge. So my journey as an Edupreneur started, as Reverend Jocelyn has said, in 2014. Before that, I was a microbiologist and working in a medical college as a lecturer. I took a break, and then I was during that break I was giving tuitions. I didn't leave my teaching because it was my passion. I'm a passionate teacher, and I will say I'm a passionate learner. I think all teachers are learners. First, you have to learn yourself. You have to be upgraded, upskilled all the time to be a better teacher or a better trainer. So during those years of giving tuitions to children, I realized, especially with maths, that there's a gap between the learning and the application, which actually causes the phobia for maths or fear for maths in children, and which I could identify with myself. Because as a child, when I was in school, though I was doing well in maths, I had this fear, especially when it was during the math exams. A day before the math exams, I was all like in shivers. So that was because math was told as a subject where you have to just practice, practice, practice. So the application part was not given to us that during those days. But now things have changed a lot. The way of giving up any subject to children, teaching any subject to children has changed a lot. So during that time, when I was, as I said, when I was giving tuitions, I found this fear of math in children. So I wondered in what way we can help them, because it's in the long run, it's very important for the children, as Dr. Anita was mentioning. Math is everywhere. So it's very important for children to realize that math is everywhere, all around them. So during those years, I came across this beautiful program called Imax. And it said Imax Young Children Creative Mathematics. I wondered why, wow, it's creativity and mathematics. How is it possible to integrate art with maths, integrate music with maths? So I dug more into that thing, and then I found out more about it. Then I took a training in that Imax program. I became a franchise of Imax. That's when the Edupreneur part of my journey and my life has started. I'm so grateful for that, because I could see that change in myself. The way the whole thing has changed, the perspective about mathematics has changed for me. And today I'm glad that I'm able to help children in various ways in driving away the fear of math from them. So as I was saying, those years when I started off with the IMAX program, in 2014, I started my own academy. That's the Learning Spot Knowledge Club. And it was for 1 year. It was myself and my friend Shruti with only 2 children the entire year. And but I was actually, I had this firm faith in the whole program. I felt, no, this is going to help children. And it proved true. And I found that later on, year after year, the numbers kept increasing. And At one point, I was almost catering to 200 children per year. And I'm really glad. When I think about it, I feel so great. And when I look about my journey, I feel, oh, I've come so long in my life. So as an Edupreneur, and I feel blessed. So during those years of doing Imax for children, we used to have regular parent meetings with parents to get an update from them, and they are really, really happy. They were all praises for the program, praises for my teachers who are working so hard with the program. And then they came and they gave me this idea. They asked, ma'am, you are doing such a wonderful job, but this program is only limited to a certain age. You are catering to only a younger age group of only up to 7 years. Why not take it forward? Because we want our children to come to you. We want them to learn more and understand all the concepts of maths. So that's when that idea of MathPLUS came. And I had a strong support of my teachers who were working with me from a long time, and also the support and the trust of parents of children in my academy, and who trusted me with everything. And then they, because of their push, because of their encouragement, I started off this journey and with the MathPLUS program. So this MathPLUS, I would to describe math plus. See now, when I say math plus, it says plus. That means something additional, something extra with math I'm going to do. Not just the simple the concepts of maths, but more. Okay, so if I want to describe my MathPLUS book in 3 words, I would say it's concepts, clarity, and curriculum. So I'm not only giving the clarity about the concepts, but also meeting the standards of the curriculum so that parents are happy. And I'm also happy that I'm able to clear the concepts, give them more clarity about the subject. Okay. So even the new policies which have come, you all must be aware, you will not disagree with me if I say the education system has changed a lot over the years and over the past few decades. It is not the old way of teaching or learning where a preconditioned set of rules were given and we are just passing it on to the children. Nowadays, it's more of competency based. So when I say competency based, it's more about giving children skill sets, not just teaching some math concepts or facts, but giving them or equipping them with the skill sets of logical reasoning, critical thinking, analysis. And the most important, I feel, is the practical knowledge and the practical application of whatever they're learning in the classroom in the daily life scenario. If they're not able to apply this in the daily life, then everything is limited only to the book. Right. So when I say this, for example, when we are teaching geometry to children, it's not just drawing angles or lines in the book. It's more about understanding that there are angles everywhere. There are angles in our body. When I'm shifting, when I'm walking, there are angles being formed. The chair on which I'm sitting, it has got angles, right? So everywhere there are angles. You can identify the area and perimeter with the in the room in which you are sitting, isn't it? So this is the way I feel we should give children the concept of mathematics. Maybe let them identify it with whatever it's there in the surroundings. Even if you take an algebra or a ratio or a proportion, fractions. For fractions, I would say a beautiful example of fractions. A small child of even 4 to 5 years, you give him a chocolate, what will he do? He'll break it into 2 pieces. He'll keep the bigger part with him and give only the smaller part to his sibling. Isn't it? So there itself he's applying the fractions. He's breaking it into parts and he's taking it the smaller part or the bigger part like that. So that mathematics is there. The only thing which as an educator or as a trainer we have to do is make them realize that thing. During our teaching, during our books, with the use of these books, we have to teach them that this is it. Math is everywhere. You have to identify it. The moment they do it, they start falling in love with math and they can identify the math everywhere and they no longer question like how my own children used to do. They never liked maths. And they used to say, Mommy, what is this? Where are we going to use algebra? Where are we going to use geometry? Why we have to study so much of mathematics? But now I realize after I started teaching children, after I started dealing with children of a younger age group and doing a research and everything, I found out that this is the way it should be. Then no child will ask why we need to do mathematics. They will always be willing to do, saying that I love maths and we all like to do maths. That's what is the aim in creating these MathPLUS programs and the iMath programs and all that. Though iMaths, I'm just a franchise, MathPLUS is my book. And as I said, it does 3 C's, that is clearing the concepts, clarity, and the curriculum. And we want to make, with this book, by giving the knowledge about the mathematics, the concepts, we want to make the whole learning process a joyous one. Give children a holistic learning process rather than just limiting it to the books. Yeah. So that's what it is. And if you give me more time, I can keep on talking and talking. So I think maybe I'll limit it to this much. Thank you so much, Reverend Jocelyn and Anita, Dr. Anita, for giving me this opportunity to present myself on this platform of Literary Legacy, and all those who have joined me on this, and then listening out to me about my passion and the education. Yes, there are some chats, I think. Yes.